What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react to some of the most popular food in Sweden. So, here in the United States, we don't know much about Swedish culture, but we really like food. So today, I thought it'd be fun to learn about some of the food that you guys eat in Sweden that's different from what we have here in the US. So let's take a look.
When you think of Sweden, you think of Swedish meatballs. So I'm just going to start with that one. It's an
Oh.
obvious one. You have to have her, whether you've had IKEA or IKEA.
Yeah, right. I have heard of this. Swedish meatballs. I've heard of that. Is that like really a Swedish thing though? Because like, you gotta understand, here in the United States, sometimes we say certain things are from other countries, like Chinese food here in the US is not really like Chinese food in China. And we have like fortune cookies, which don't even exist in China. And so, like, our Swedish meatballs, is that a real thing? That's not like an American fake thing, right? This is really a part of Swedish culture. Swedish meatballs. That's actually true. Okay, cool.
Back home, Swedish meatballs are a thing. And yes, when you come here, you will have meatballs. You can drop the Swedish part when you are here. But the thing
Right, right. What makes a meatball Swedish? Did Sweden invent the meatball? Is there something you do to it? What can you do to a meatball? I've never thought about this.
is, when you have meatballs, whether it's at a lunch buffet or you have it at the Vasa Museum.
Well, hold on. What is this? This looks very fancy. Are your meatballs like this fancy? What is this sauce? This looks, I mean, a meatball is a meatball, but what's on it? What are you guys doing? What is all this? Okay.
Like the Vasa Museum has really good meatballs as well. You have it anywhere. It's always going to come the same way. You have your meatballs with mashed potatoes, and then there's going to be these pickled cucumbers. Those are the hidden star, by the way. And then you have the lingonberries. It's kind of like sweet tart berries.
What the heck is a lingonberry? Mashed potatoes? Meatballs always come with mashed potatoes? Okay. I mean, meatballs are definitely a thing here but it's not like the most popular thing. So meatballs in Sweden come like this okay. So I've had a meatball, but not quite like this.
You're gonna put that on top and you eat it together. Oh my gosh. It really is as wonderful as you imagine. And everyone loves to eat them at IKEA or IKEA, however you want to say it. I don't judge, okay? But people love to have it because it is one of those things you actually do have when you're here. And I'll be honest, I've traveled a lot in the Baltics and in Northern Europe and in Scandinavia. And Sweden, I'm gonna give it to Sweden. Sweden has the best meatballs.
Really? Okay. Because again, I forgot, but I've definitely heard the phrase like Swedish meatball. I just didn't realize it was actually a serious thing. And you guys do it in a certain way that's really, really good. And this American guy says you guys do it the best. So, cool. Okay. That sounds good to me.
Best meatballs in Northern Europe by far, okay? Especially, you have to forget, there's that gravy with it too. Oh, so good, so good. Another thing you're gonna have.
Gravy. I wonder what. Now I'm curious, because it looks good. A little different. Now I'm curious how it tastes, like the gravy and the lingonberry or.
When you're here, at least you're gonna notice, there's a lot of fish. Yeah, there's a lot of fish. You'll have sill, which is herring, and you'll have pickled herring, and it'll be with some kind of either a mustard, it'll be in some kind of sauce. You might see it.
Fish. Fish is kind of niche here in the United States. Fish is not very common. It's not very popular. You can get it, some salmon or some tilapia. You can go to Long John Silver's, and get some fish. It's just not what most Americans get. And most of us really never eat fish. We never think about fish. Not really an American thing, but we can get it. So it's more popular in Sweden. I wonder, like, why that is, because I know it's supposed to be very healthy, and I know some people really love it.
At breakfast, you might have it for lunch, you might have it for a snack, you might have it on bread, you might have it all kinds of different ways. But herring does pop up. Now, another fish you're going to see quite a bit is actually salmon. And you can get, like, you'll see salmon on the menu, like a salmon steak kind of thing, or you could, salmon maybe in a fish soup or something. But probably one you want to see the most is a gravlax, which is basically cured salmon. And the best way
Salmon is, like, pretty expensive. Like, pretty, like, as far as fish goes, I know a lot of people like salmon. I've had salmon, so I don't really eat fish often, but this seems like it could be good.
I think to have it is like basically an open-faced sandwich of it. Like, you'll see that at restaurants.
A sandwich? It's on a sandwich? Okay, never mind. Never mind, I don't understand. You have fish on sandwiches?
You'll see it at cafes, you'll see it at little snack bars. Well, it'll literally just be like a glass door that you open up and take out a plate, and it's got the rye bread, and it's got the salmon and some other stuff on there as well. You can't go wrong with that, okay? And another...
You guys eat fish, like, all the time? Because it's like I said, it's rare in the US. It's kind of a delicacy. It's expensive. This makes it seem like you guys eat fish, like, pretty often. Is that right?
Seafood thing that kind of goes on the same way. I guess I'd call it, in English, I'd probably call it like a shrimp salad sandwich.
Huh? Open-faced shrimp sandwich? I've never seen anything like this in my life. I don't eat shrimp. I've never had shrimp. It doesn't seem appealing to me. There's Americans who like shrimp. I've never seen it on a sandwich.
Which totally is a misnomer because it's an open-faced sandwich. Remember, here, you can get normal sandwiches. They love their normal sandwiches to go around. Like, if you're on the train or you're in the park, you see people at lunch, don't be surprised they're having just a normal sandwich on, like, kind of like a dark bread baguette. But
okay.
This open-faced sandwich, it's got shrimp and egg on it, mayonnaise, kind of like you have that. That's...
What the heck? These are so, like, fancy. And it, to your credit, it looks very fresh. I don't know if you've seen, like, American sandwiches, but they look kind of, like, not so fresh, kind of a little more haphazardly put together, and it's kind of like, okay, here's your sandwich. This is really fancy looking.
It's a really popular one as well. But those are kind of things you'll see a lot, like when you're walking around in the cafe kind of thing.
Jeez.
I mean, I guess if you want another little snack, you'll see the go-to, like, kiosk food when you walk around at late night. The hot dogs, you can get that as well. So you do have some, like, little tasty small treats to get when you...
Hot dogs? You guys like hot dogs in Sweden? Now that's what I thought was kind of an American thing. Because we like hot dogs, but again, it's so specific. We only eat them at, like, cookouts and sporting events. Never, like, for lunch, so... It's the funniest, tiniest little differences, huh?
You walk around.
Now I know I talked about the salmon sandwich and the shrimp sandwich, but also there's just the normal sandwich you're gonna get here when you walk.
Oh, here we go. Bread, ham, cheese. We have sandwiches just like this. This bread looks much better. What kind of bread is this? Your stuff just looks more fresh and plump and... I don't know what this means. Poofier? More vibrant. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks better.
Are here in Sweden, whether you're on the train, going around at a picnic, or just people grabbing lunch on the go,
That looks
Sandwich
better.
is the way to go here.
But let's focus more on like Swedish food in general. And I know I mentioned the lingonberries with the meatballs, but lingonberries itself, you'll be surprised how many times it pops up, whether it's the berries to go on your meatballs or it's going to be in a jam.
I've never had lingonberries. This is like in the US, you know what goes on everything? Ranch. Is this like ranch in Sweden? This seems a little better for you. A little more natural.
Or it's going to be in a soda form or a drink form. It really comes up quite often. So don't be surprised if lingonberries kind of sneak into your diet after your trip here to Sweden. And just berries in general, they love forest berries here. And you'll see that with the fruits you'll see at your buffet or your...
Berries. I feel like this is true that like you guys must be healthier. If you've seen a lot of the most popular American food, it's the very processed. Like even our bread is like weird and jiggly and I mean, I'm used to it, but when I compare it to this, I can tell it's different. And we don't eat a lot of berries and fruit like so I know that Americans are not healthy. And this kind of explains it to me.
breakfast buffet, or that you see your friends eating. Also, you'll see it in the jams and the juices. Like berries are a big thing, whether it's in the pies, oh my goodness, pastries. Go to a baker when you're here. You can't beat them. Like Swedish pastries are wonderful, but probably
Like you wouldn't see something like that with nuts and berries, fruit. In America, it'd be like chocolate chip, double chocolate cupcakes.
the most important one you want to have is the cinnamon roll, the kanelbulle.
Oh.
I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but the
The canelbulle. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone here. We might have just found something. Hold up. This looks good. Again, how it's so fancy. Twists and turns, and how do you do this? I love cinnamon buns. This doesn't have as much frosting as I'm used to. But I would like to try this looks good.
kanelbulle, the cinnamon roll here is wonderful. Like I'm averaging 3 a day. Yes, I have a problem, but I don't care.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this looks like, I don't know, from outer space.
One was for fika, and that one doesn't count. Oh, if you're not sure of fika, okay, the Swedes, they love to like sit and chat and take some time, and they'll have like coffee and like a sweet, maybe it's cookies, maybe it's a cinnamon roll, but you'll have that, and the cinnamon rolls here are amazing. And
This is a cinnamon roll? Wow, that's pretty big. This is okay. Okay.
people here love coffee, so if you get a chance to talk to someone and go, hey, you want to go have fika? And you'll go have the coffee. You'll have like little sweet treats together, and it's really a nice thing. But my go-to one, I get the hot chocolate, and then I get a cinnamon roll. Oh,
Nice.
so good. But honestly, any of the pastries, you can't go wrong when you're here in Sweden. Like I don't understand how everyone here is so fit and trim when their food is like so like filling.
It does look filling and robust, but also somehow more organic or I don't know. What it just looks healthier.
I don't know if I can stress this enough, but there is one thing you're gonna have when you're here, and it's very important to the Swedish diet, and that is coffee. You will see coffee everywhere, not just in cafes, but you see random embassies that sell coffee. You'll go to stores.
Oh, there you go. Huh. Wow. Gourmet. This looks gourmet. I don't know why everything looks so fancy to me. I don't know if he's in some city. I don't know if this is normal in all of Sweden, but this all looks very fancy to me. Coffee is incredibly popular here in the US. I have coffee every day. Most Americans have coffee. It's not always the best coffee. It doesn't look like this. But this is something that our cultures share, like a love for coffee by the sound of it. So that's cool.
You go to hotels, you go to restaurants, there's like a coffee pot waiting for you. They love their coffee here, and they drink a lot of it. So I think you need to go into things you're going to eat and drink when you're here.
Nice.
And speaking of wondering how people say so fit and trim, you'll also notice that the Swedes really love candy. Like you will see candy shops all over the country.
Wait a minute. Candy, wait a minute. Now we're talking. Forget all this like meatballs and berries and fish. I don't know. I mean, some of that's probably good, but this, As an American, you have my attention. We're talking about pastries, cinnamon rolls, candy. With that being said, what on earth am I looking at? What the hell is this? What is this? Why do so many Swedish foods look like they're from space or something?
But also, you'll see there'll be bulk candy for sale, even in like the 7-Elevens and the little, the little like kiosks around town where you just kind of scoop it and put it in, and they love their candies here. But do watch out for the black salt licorice kind. I'm not a fan of it. The local
Black salt licorice. That's got to have a strong flavor. That's not. Where's the Reese's cups and the Hershey bars and the Skittles? Oh, do you have Swedish fish? Do you guys have Swedish fish? That's a really popular candy in the U.S. Swedish fish. Again, like I wonder if that's really a Swedish thing. Swedish fish, the candy. You guys have candy in little buckets that you scoop out, or is this normal for you?
candies here, but do watch out for the black salt licorice kind. I'm not a fan of it. The locals love it, so they might try to sneak some in, but don't be surprised if you're walking around just with literally a plastic bag full of candy. And if you're
What? What? That's normal? What? Really? Huh.
not sure what candy to get, yes, you can always get the little Swedish car kind of things. You know, the stuff you get at IKEA all the time, Yes, you can get those too, but honestly, the candy shops all over, I'm surprised, like, you're so thin and your teeth look so good, because in the US, we do that and we all look chubby like me with our teeth falling out.
Seriously though, if you're gonna get any of the candy, you need to get the cars, okay?
What are these? This looks like stuff you find at like a gas station. This is good? Because if it looks like this in the US at a gas station, it's usually pretty bad.
Okay, you can get them at the airport. I'm at Stockholm Airport. You can get them. They sell them, okay? So if you didn't get to go to the candy shop yet, you can grab some on your way out, all right?
Now, what could be one of the reasons why they're a little bit healthier, if we look at some of the things you eat like for breakfast or for snacks, knäckebröd, or this basically cracker bread.
Cracker bread? When do you eat this? Talk about, this is the last thing that Americans would eat. I'm going to be honest. When do you eat this? Crackery bread. This is something that you put, like, that someone would put on their salad or something. If you're eating a salad. Ugh. Is this popular? Is this common in Sweden? Really?
Is a really popular thing, and you'll see it, and it really looks like it's a super dense brown cracker. It's made out of rye, and you just put some butter on it. Or maybe put some butter and a little slice of cheese, or butter, a slice of cheese, and some cucumber on there. Basic kind of stuff. When you're here, that's like a very popular thing.
This is like a whole thing that doesn't exist in the US. Crackery, hard, thin bread? You make a sandwich with? Doesn't it like break apart? I'm so confused by this. Okay. We don't have that.
And if you're going to have breakfast here in Sweden, that knäckebröd with the butter and the cheese, or maybe like a slice of ham on it, that's kind of a typical breakfast. Just some bread, cheese, or bread and butter on it, things like that.
This is your whole breakfast? This is your whole breakfast? A piece of bread? There's some butter. In America, like, people are having a whole bowl of cereal with milk, pancakes, bacon, muffins, donuts. You guys are just having bread?
Do it that way. It's a very simple kind of like nice thing to get started and go from there to start your day. Also, yogurt, very popular to start your day with as well. And I know for Americans, we usually think breakfast is pancakes. Well, guess what? Here in Sweden, you have Swedish pancakes, or as I'd like to call them here, pancakes. Yeah.
Swedish pancakes. They're very thin and wiggly.
Yes, the pancakes here, they're not like the thick pancakes you have in the US, but they're not super thin like the crepes you have in France. It's somewhere in the middle. And what you're gonna do, remember I talked about those berries? Yeah, you put some of the jam on there, some of those berries on there, some cream. Oh, you can't go wrong with that. And if you're not sure when you should have the pancakes, like let's say you're renting an apartment here and you're like, well, I don't know how to make pancakes here. Thursdays, go get the pea soup, and then follow with some pancakes, believe me, you'll find some restaurant that has that combination.
You guys like pancakes. I mean, we like pancakes. It's just the pancakes are very different. I mean, I'm sure this is good. What's the cream stuff? And the fruit. You put jam and fruit on a lot of stuff. Again, this is like too healthy. um, so you guys do have a lot of the same types of food, but you just do it a little differently. And there are some things that are totally different, like the candy, and the bread is totally different, and it's fascinating. I I I wish I could try a lot of this stuff because a lot of this I'm open-minded about. It's just a matter of like, does it taste good? Because obviously there's a reason it's popular in Sweden. There must be a reason. So this is a very long video all about Swedish food. We're like halfway done. So I'm going to stop here for now. And I will continue the rest of this in another video because this is really fun. Very interesting. I never could have imagined there were so many different foods in Sweden. So different from the US. And similar, but different. So this is really cool. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, especially if you're Swedish, with your thoughts on this Swedish food or if this is accurate and if you like any of this stuff. That'd be cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.